everybody, this is Jonathan, and today I'll be installing BlendOS. BlendOS is a distribution that allows you to install Fedora packages, so you guys can install Debian packages, CentOS packages, Ubuntu packages, and many more, and it even has support for Android apps. Let's go ahead and download it right now. So I'm going to click on this download button, and I will go ahead and select United States. I'll go click onto the download, and it should start downloading the ISO image. I will now go ahead and create a new virtual machine. I'll call this one Blend OS. Let me go ahead and select the ISO image. So we go to Other. If I go ahead and select blendOS.iso, I will go ahead and select Other, and we want to select Other 64-bit. Select Next. Give it as much memory as you truly want. I'll give it around this many CPU cores. 5 cores is fine. I'll go ahead and select Next. I'll give it around 44 gigabytes. Seems to be a good size. Let's select Next. Let's go ahead and select Finish. And let's select Start, and hopefully it does boot up without any issues. Let's go ahead and select BlendOS BIOS. Okay, successfully booted me up to BlendOS, and using the GNOME desktop environment. I'll go ahead and select under the installation program. Let's click on to Start. Select which drive you basically want to install it to. So I'm going to select this one, which has 48 gigabytes. Select Next. Disk encryption. Leave password fields blank to disabled in encryption. Encryption is not supported with manual partitioning, and this configuration will be ignored if you use manual partitioning. So basically, you guys can encrypt this drive if you wanted to. If you guys don't want to encrypt it, just leave it blank and it won't encrypt it. But I'm going to go ahead and encrypt it. I'll go ahead and select it seems like it didn't work. We need to have at least 8 characters. Right then. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and select Next. Partitioning settings, I'll just leave it by default, and it should start installing. I'll be back once it's done. Okay, so it has finished installing BlendOS. I'll go ahead and select Next, and we can now press on Reboot to reboot the system. I'll just go ahead and shut down. I'll go back to PhotoBox. I'll go to BlendOS. I'll go down to Settings. I will go ahead to Storage. I'm going to get rid of the ISO image. Select OK. Press on the Start button, and it should have been installed. Let's go ahead and select Arch Linux. We're going to have to enter our password for the encrypted drive. Let's wait for it to finish booting up. Welcome. So just have to select to language. For example, for me, I'll just select English. United States is fine. Next, select keyboard layout. I can't use the US one. I'll have to put down English. And there should be one, the United Kingdom. Here it is, English UK. Let's go ahead and select Next. Privacy, location services. You guys can disable it. Next, select where we're currently at. So if I tap down Kirk, it is set Kyrgyzstan. I'll go ahead and select Next. Enter your full name. So I just type down Jonathan Stedman. You guys can enable set up parental controls for this user, but I'll just leave that one disabled. And you guys can even change a photo for your user, and I have a couple over here. They've got a photo of a cat, they've got coffee, they've got this bird, they've got headphones, they've got this guitar, they have this controller. I'll go ahead and select this plane. Plane wing. Select next. Set a password. Now if I go ahead and search up for settings, I think it's system. Yep, system settings. I'll go down to Linux containers and I will go ahead and select Ubuntu. They also have Debian. I would rather use Debian, and I can tap down apt. So we should be able to use the apt package manager. Now all you do is click on this plus symbol. I don't think this should take too long to do. Starting container, this may take a few minutes. Exiting automatically. I can remove it by pressing on this trash, but let me go ahead and start it up. And I should be able to do sudo apt install neofetch. Press on the enter key. Yes, now if I write down neofetch, as you guys can see, this is a Debian container. We're not restricted to Debian and Ubuntu, there's many more. We got Arch Linux, we got Debian, we got CentOS, we got Fedora, and we got Ubuntu. And if we want to go ahead and install Arch Linux, what we guys can do is put down Pacman, and we guys can install Pacman packages. And you guys can also do Yay, I do believe. And you guys can switch to Fedora, and you guys can put down something like FPM or something that Fedora uses. RPM. And you guys can also switch to Debian and just do apt. And this how we'll be able to create Linux containers with the system settings. There's also Android apps, so you guys can run Android apps in BlendOS, which I'll go through in the next video. If you guys like this video, please put a like and please subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.